I find it handy week to week to keep, or day to day, keeping a record of all the exercises I'm doing on the certain day, and the weight I am lifting. And over time, you hopefully increase the weight, because you remember, I did the seated row last week and I lifted 50, or pulled 50 kilograms. And I went up to 65 kilograms, and then progress from week to week. So today's back, and we will begin. Let's see if we can get close up with the one is the seated row, then we have the one-armed row, my lovely handwriting, pull-ups, then we have the seated rear delt fly, alternating dumbbell curls, reverse barbell curl, and I've added a number 7 for fun because I want to do the one-arm seated row. I don't have any of the machines that the gym have in my bedroom, but I'm going to demonstrate what your muscles need to be doing and your posture, and that's all you need to know really, because that's the most important thing. So posture, the speed in which you're executing the exercises, nice, slow, controlled movements. So I do 3 days of light and 3 days of heavy, with like a rest day in between, or a rest day after. And this is Brian Turner's. Thank you, Brian Turner, for this lovely workout. I've been doing it for quite a while now, and I'm going to continue for another month or so. So, let's start off with demonstrating the seated row, and demonstrating what you can do at home instead. And and breathe out. The shoulder blades together, like this. Just good old squeeze and return. So, if you do not have the seated equipment for the seated row, dumbbells at home or dumbbells in the gym, you can do the bent over row. So, stand with feet just slightly wider than shoulder width apart, kind of like a good solid foundation. Show you from the front first then. And okay. So your back is straight, and just bring your shoulder blades together again. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And squeeze those shoulder blades together. So, this even works with a barbell, or you might even do this grip, underhand grip, whichever you feel gets the best activation of your shoulder blades. It's all about getting that activation of the muscle that is working. And when you squeeze your shoulder blades, you feel that muscle working. Next exercise. The one-armed row. You just stand in this kind of position with that one leg slightly back so you can drive that. Because if it's there, it's kind of in the way. So again, you're just squeezing that shoulder blade together, bringing that elbow back. But when you have a bench, I don't have a bench. I can't even see what I'm using, but it's like a stack of foam blocks and this, just to rest my hands on. Probably not the best support, but anyway, here goes. This making like a pyramid support triangle, so your knee on bench, hand on the bench, and this foot as support, and you're like a solid foundation. So you can just stay really still as your back is doing the work. So you squeeze. You're not out here, you're squeezing in the back. Move to the other side. Squeeze. Next exercise. I just remembered I can demonstrate the pull-ups. Not sure if I can demonstrate them very well, because this house has some beams. Pull yourself up. But let me demonstrate what your back muscles are doing when you're doing a pull-up. So the next exercise is the rear delt fly. You can do this sat on the edge of a bench, or if you decide to do it just standing in this position, remember straight back, shoulder blades back, and rise up to here. Remember to sometimes hold it, have a good squeeze, get really lightweight for this exercise. Maybe start off with 2 kilos, 4, 6, really light. Squeeze at the top, so you feel those shoulder blades working. Bring those elbows back just a little bit as well, really feel that squeeze. Now, alternating dumbbell curls, we know them. Yes, this is the first exercise you see any newbie in the gym doing. It's a slow, controlled movement. See, just one part of the arm is moving. You're alternating dumbbell curls. Otherwise, it's at the same time. Next exercise. The reverse barbell curl. In this case, I still only have the dumbbells. You just have your hands this way around, not this way around. So your palms facing forward. Remember, for every exercise, shoulder blades back, knees supporting your weight, slightly bent, your feet just wider than shoulder width, and breathe out as you raise the bar. Just one movement again, it's just the forearm that is moving. Suck in the core. The core. Slowly performing the exercise. And because I want to work more in this muscle, I am including one extra exercise. You don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because this cool guy in the gym called Angel. What? No? Cool guy in the gym called Gabriel. Yeah, Angel Gabriel, that's what I think. Angel. He's from France. Anyway. he said that to create the illusion that you're bigger than you are, you build certain muscles up. So, and as you can see, I'm actually lacking that muscle. You know, I can do this, but I do not have the wings. Don't have the wings. Anyway, so one armed row. Get one of those handles that you would probably use for a chest fly from the cables, and you're just going to grab hold with one hand facing forward and pull back. What I like to do is hold the muscle that I want to be working, just make sure it's really getting a good contraction and squeezing. You can feel it contract as you're pulling back, so feeling it. Can't really show you. Anyway, how to do this when you've just got dumbbells? Well, it's the one arm row again, which we've already done. But I guess that, there you go. Just squeeze it. Feel it. Looks like our back workout is done. Okay. To end a workout, I always like to stretch. I know not a lot of people do. It's really good to make time for some stretching. So get into the pose of a child. Put your head right down. And just hold that position. Really stretch with your fingers forwards. And then, after you've done that for 30 seconds, reach one arm back and the other one really far forward. And feel that stretch. And switch arms. You probably can see where it's being stretched. Other arm is reaching back on the floor, and this one is reaching far forward. Getting a good stretch. Brilliant. A good bicep stretch. Lock your fingers together. Make your body look like this. And if you bend forward while doing this, you might hear a crunch. Let's see if you can hear a crunch. Oh no, no crunch today. That's a good one for biceps. And if you can find a wall, put your hand flat against the wall like this and turn away. You should feel the stretch in the bicep. Like so. And do the same with the other arm. And I like to hold the stretch for 30 seconds, counting in my head. Okay, let's try another stretch, which is a bit of a yoga actually. Oh, stretches. I mean, yoga can really be great for flexibility, mobility. So I think this is the cat pose. So you just bring the pelvis forward, and you know, like a cat stretching, like, and then back up into kind of frisky cat. So you just feel the lower back. And one final really good back stretch. Your hands can do this and just push your hands away. Really good. Back stretch. So today was back and biceps. Tomorrow will be chest and triceps, and a little bit of shoulders in there as well. And then the other day will be legs and car. So, until next time, my furry little friends.